Have you ever heard that annuities are a scam and you shouldn't buy one? But what if they aren't as bad as you think? I've spent over 100 hours researching annuities to see if they are actually scams, and what I found will surprise you. Some annuities are death traps that can destroy your retirement, but others are exceptional investments that can be the anchor for your retirement. By the end of this, you will understand how to separate the exceptional ones from the death traps so you don't fall victim to a bad annuity. Imagine this, you're getting ready to retire with your $1 million savings. 1 year into your retirement, the markets crash, and your $1 million drops to $600,000. What was supposed to last you 20 years now lasts for only 10. But if you had a good annuity, you wouldn't run into this nightmare. For those who don't know, an annuity is a contract between you and an insurance company. You pay the money today, and when you retire, it will give you an income for life. This sounds great in concept, but there are three major problems. If you aren't aware of them, you could end up losing your money, overpaying for terrible products, and dealing with a ton of frustration. Since you're paying now and getting your income in the future, the question that inevitably comes up is, what happens if the insurance company goes bankrupt? Well, there goes your money. Just kidding. Mostly. If the company goes bankrupt, your state insurance guarantee association can act as a safety net. It doesn't offer full protection, but it's better than nothing. This is why it's important to pick a company that has a long history of stability. If you pick a company that's as stable as the emotions of a teenage girl, you're in some deep stuff. So how do you determine how stable a company is? You can use credit rating agencies like AM Best, which rate how financially stable an insurance company is. Just like grades in schools, the higher the rating, the better. Now let me ask you, did you ever pay for something and then later find out that wasn't a true cost? The financial industry is masterful at hiding the deadly effects of fees. If you aren't aware, you could lose almost half of your retirement savings. So how much does an annuity really cost? Typically, annuities cost 1 to 3% per year. 1 to 3% might not sound like much, but when compounded over time, it could literally be the difference between retiring at 65 and working for 10 more years. Here's a list of some of the most common costs for an annuity. As if these weren't frustrating enough, have you ever waited for a representative for hours just for them to transfer you to someone else? Now imagine that happening when you need your retirement check. Sorry, we're experiencing high call volumes. Your retirement check is important to us. Please hold for the next 3 to 5 years. To ensure this doesn't happen to you, you should look for companies that treat their customers well. How do you find these companies? You can use sites like JD Power or the Better Business Bureau. They are like the Yelp of the insurance world and review how well companies treat their customers. If you buy an annuity from a company that is unstable, charges a lot of fees, or treats you terribly, then yes, annuities are a scam. But if you pick a solid company that charges minimal fees and treats you well, annuities can be exceptional in your retirement planning. So where can you get an annuity? You can purchase annuities through insurance companies themselves or through a middleman like Charles Schwab, T. Rowe Price, Chase, or a fiduciary. Based on my research, here are some of the most stable insurance companies that offer great customer service. Let's be clear here. Just because the companies are on this list doesn't mean that everything they offer is top-notch. Also, just because a company isn't on this list doesn't mean that it sucks. You should get multiple quotes for the annuities you're interested in, then compare what's best for you. You can also pay a one-time fee to work with a fiduciary to guide you in this process. One of the best annuities that you can start looking into first is called a fixed index annuity. A fixed index annuity can give you the upside of a stock market without the downside. This means you'll never lose what you put in, and your account value can only go up. How much would you gamble if you knew you couldn't lose? This next video will break down what a fixed index annuity is and how it can be a key part of your retirement planning. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe.